Hello everyone and welcome to another Cut It Out Monday. Today we're going to be making a Dory themed birthday card. I was on my iPad and just kind of looking at all my images, trying to decide what to do, and I came across the images, the Finding Nemo images, and I thought it would be really cute to try and do something Dory, but I couldn't come up with anything. And then it dawned on me, what a great idea for a birthday card. Dory is the forgetting fish, at least in the movies, short-term memory and all that, and I thought that would be a fun belated birthday card. So we're going to do a Dory-themed belated birthday card. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put Dory together and then put the card together. So I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. Move my stuff out of the way. And this image measures out to be a little shy of 3 by 3. Not, let's see, yeah, about 2.5 by 2.5, a little over 2.5. Again, measurements for me, not a super thing. So we're just gonna go ahead and put her together. And I'm going to go ahead and use Tombow for everything because that gives me a little bit of wiggle room. I hope you guys all had a great weekend. Me and my husband were able to go see Deadpool over the weekend thanks to some friends of ours for watching our kids. It was so much fun. We loved the movie, but I cannot stress enough, it is not for children. Very obviously not for children. I'm going to punch this piece out. Ouch. Sometimes my machine doesn't want to cut everything out, so I'm not worried about the backside ripping, but the front, obviously we don't want ripped. So I'm going to use my tweezers to hold that in place. I'm just going to make sure, yep, okay. Always want to make sure you have things facing the right way. I've been known to put glue on something and then realize I have it backwards or upside down, or although upside down is usually not too bad. So just gonna line that up with the cut lines. Hopefully I'm still in camera here. I have a tendency to bring it outside my camera frame. Okay, now for the rest of the blue pieces. I just have a little egg dish here, something I got last Easter. I found in the clearance section. And it's a great way to hold, you know, your little pieces and that when you're cutting up or die cutting or anything. That's a lot of glue. Let's see if I can. There we go. But yeah, like I said, I was just kind of playing around in my Cricut app, trying to decide what to do a video on. And, you know, these images, you know, I was just looking at all the cartridges I have and the images on them and that sort of thing. And came across Dory and thought that would be really cute to do. But I couldn't figure out what, and then, you know, popped in my head birthdays. I'm not horrible at remembering birthdays, I always remember them. I forget to send cards, but I thought this would be a great little alternative to sending a card. So I got my little fin pieces here, and I got my last little blue piece. And I can't normally get my glue to do anything, and now it's just running all over the place. Alright, it's got a little of that glue off. That'll help. Now, I will have to say, the smaller these images, the harder sometimes it is to get the paper to cut out, because it just doesn't want to, it snags the cut paper, or in my case, this is very flimsy, thin paper, and even the light setting does not, the light cardstock setting cuts into it. That's okay. I'm pretty good about fixing it. For most part. The only time it bothers me is when it's, you know, shredded beyond repair. But really fine detail like that, the smaller you go, the harder it is to get them to cut out nicely or repairable wise. That's gonna have a lot of glue oozing out. That's okay. It will dry clear, or clear enough. For the tail here, make sure I have that going the right direction. I was hoping last week to get my hands on the new lawn fawn dots and stamps, but sadly they were not available at the store yet. So hoping this week I can get them. I don't mind ordering them, but you know, kinda didn't want to have to do that. So I'm gonna wait till that dries and I can take my eraser and erase off all the stuff that is now on her tail. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. And now for the eyes. And that is it for Dory. Now it did cut out the tiny little dots. We are gonna try and use those as well. So I'm just gonna, repeat that one. Oh, stuck to my tweezers. So we're just gonna get a little glue on it and pop that right in. And the same with the other one. Glue on that. I'm going to use the tweezers to push those in place. And there we go. We have our little Dory. So this is going to be a standard size card. I also have waves here. Set her aside for a moment. We're going to be putting together as well for the bottom of the card. Thought it just gave it a nice little touch there. And I did make this a little bit bigger than my card base or my panel so that I could trim it down. I just didn't like the way it was sizing up on my computer, so I thought, safe than sorry, make it a little wider, and then that way we can trim it down if need be. A little more glue there. There we go. So we have this cute little wave. Okay, let me move some things and zoom you out. So I've just got some white paper and just some dark blue paper from my stash. I folded into a side folding card, and it is a little lighter weight than I normally would use, but between all the layers it should hold up just fine. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to position our pieces onto here to get an idea. I happened to luck out, oops, sorry guys, and find a sentiment stamp from Amy R. It's from the which one is it? Underwater sentiments. It says just keep swimming. I thought that that was so funny. So I thought that would be very appropriate. So I'm just going to take some VersaFine ink and my stamp positioner here. Let's set this off to the side for a second. I'm going to position it up. This stamp positioner I just got from Joann's, I believe is where I picked it up. Position that. And I'm going to lay this down. I think I'm going to do two, so I think I'll do this one up here. Oh, actually, I want my card to be straight, so I'm actually going to put just a little bit of my temporary runner down so it doesn't shift on me. And line that up straight so that I know that I'm stamping straight, and that way it won't shift. Put everything back. Okay, go ahead and move that. Shift those down. And then I think I'm going to do another one. I think I'm going to do it. Hopefully that won't smear. I think I'll do one right there. And making sure that that's straight. We'll stamp that down after we move Dory. All right. So we'll go ahead and clean off the stamp real quick, because VersaFine can stain your stamps, and although I don't mind it so much, if it doesn't affect them, I still don't like to leave them on there with ink. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and glue down our waves using some, again, Tombow. This way it kind of looks like Dory's jumping out of the water. I thought that would be really neat looking. And just right there at the bottom of our card. And remember, whatever's overhanging, we're going to go ahead and trim off. I'm just rubbing off the remaining adhesive. I'm not worried about the little bit of the blue that's hanging down there at the bottom. That's going to be on the card base. So again, not worried about that. I'm going to take my Tombow, or not my Tombow, but my ATG gun, and whoop, use that. I think I need to clean off my desk. I have run out of space. We're going to position that in place, and then we'll take the Tombow and glue down Dory. And that will be it for our card front. And for the inside of the card, I have another little Dory and another piece. This one I did do on my Cricut, and this says, "Oh, did I forget your birthday? Happy belated birthday," with little Dory. Oh, there we go. As well as our other little wave. This one I put together off screen because I had a lot of little pieces. It was just easier to do it off screen. So this one looks like she's more falling back into the water. And again, we're going to trim off the edges here. And we'll glue down Dory. And then we'll put this in our card. And that's it for our card today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And we will see you again next video, I guess, because that makes sense. I'm just going to use some Tombow for the inside. Kind of got ahead of myself there. And I left plenty of room to write a greeting. And I think that this is just such a fitting card. So there you guys go. Again, sorry about that. Thanks for so much for joining me. Hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time. Happy crafting.